Hey, it's Christy, and I can't believe I'm going to talk about this, but I want to talk about Bennifer. I will be the first to say that I'm not a big Ben Affleck or Jennifer Lopez person. In fact, anyone that calls themselves a name like J-Lo just kind of gets on my nerves anyway. And maybe she doesn't call herself that. But anyway, so love was not meant to last for this couple. They dated back, in the early 2000s, and they stopped their engagement back then, I think in 2002. Big deal. But they've been married for 2 years now, 2 years this last July. And in this past July, they put up their 38,000 square foot mansion on the market for $68 million. $68 million. Do you know what I could do with $68 million? A lot of shit. Or actually, I'd probably do nothing with $68 million. Nothing all day long, and it would be grand. But it could get messy, like what stuff is joint, what stuff is, prenuptial, we don't know. But again, I've never been a big Ben Affleck fan. I mean, let's be honest. Casey Affleck, the better actor, not even a question. But he's a pretty good director I've seen. I liked him in all like the stuff that he was in with Kevin Smith. Like Mallrats, I liked. Dogma, I liked it a lot. So I don't hate him. Is he the best Batman? Absolutely not. I think we can all agree Michael Keaton, the best Batman ever. Love you, Adam West, but Michael, way far best Batman. And yay, we're going to have Beetlejuice 2 coming out soon, so I'm excited. I like Matt Damon. If I've got to pick between the two, I'm picking Matt Damon because he's really funny too. And maybe Ben is, and I just don't see it as often. But Matt Damon, also in Dogma, but oh gosh, he was in that Stuck on You or Stuck with You. I think it was a Fairley Brothers movie. Hilarious. He's really fun. And yeah, they've been friends forever, so there's got to be a good side to him. Jennifer Garner. Now, I will have to say, when those two got together, I thought that's a weird mix. Like Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck just didn't seem right together. And I think what it was is in the back of my mind, I was thinking, she's too good for you. Like, she's like a nice person, it seems. And when they were together, I was dating this guy that used to install like flat screen TVs. And he was in there one day when Ben was getting his stuff done. And evidently, he was having a little bit of an affair on the side, I think with the nanny, but I don't know that for sure. But behind Jennifer's back, so I think we know that is why they ended in divorce. Even Ben's mom doesn't like J-Lo. Now, you should listen to your mom. Maybe not all the time, but you should listen to it here. He just looks so tired. Doesn't he? He looks so tired. Like any pictures you see, even if they're at awards, he just looks like he'd rather be anywhere else in the world. It's like he would like to rather be in a Hooters with some chicken wings and a beer, which, I mean, who wouldn't? Chicken wings are great. But it doesn't look like they have so much of a storybook romance. You know what I mean? Like Hollywood romances, some of them are, wow, that's amazing, but it looks like something more out of Grimm's fairy tales. Do you remember Grimm's fairy tales? They were supposed to be fun, but really just ended up scaring the shit out of you. That's what their fairy tale life is. He doesn't like paparazzi, so he's with this chick who just eats it up. J-Lo looks like she can't get enough of it. He seems like a private kind of guy, and he is so not getting that with her. Even Matt Damon said something along the lines of, even though he and Ben had parallel kind of careers, he is so glad that he married somebody out of the entertainment industry because paparazzi didn't care about him. He wasn't as scrutinized by the media. I'll give you some. That makes sense then. She craves attention. There was even a film I saw that looked like she was standing back waiting for like the paparazzi to show up, and then she's like oh no, don't look at me, yeah, she seems like she'd be like that. Now and she seems like she likes to spend money too, but she has a lot of money. Like, her net worth is about 400 million. Yes, you heard me right, 400 million. His is about a peasly little 150 million. You know, I've got like really bad anxiety and depression. I'm pretty sure all that would be gone if I had $1 million, let alone $150 million. And J-Lo just seems like such a bitch. Am I wrong in saying that? I don't think I am. Like with Garner, like I said, she was sugary sweet. Girl Next Door seems like she would be really nice. She may have a side we don't see, but we're all thinking the same thing. I mean, she is totally out of your league, Ben. At least that's what I thought. But then J-Lo, I mean, that's even more. One of these things is not like the other, you know. I mean, sure, she's hot and she's a good dancer, and well, that's about it, really. I mean, she's a terrible actress, and really not that good of a singer, if I'm being honest. Maybe I just don't like that style, but she doesn't seem to like it. Here is a picture, 4 pictures of Ben together, and in this collage, he looks upset, confused, angry, and maybe about to cry. Okay, if that's what marriage does to you, I'm good. I don't care if I ever get married then. I mean, he looks miserable. Marriage does not seem to be a good look on him. And why did they think it would work out? Why did they think? I mean, they broke up once. Wouldn't that tell you something? I mean, usually my philosophy is the guy is in the X-Files for a reason. And now she's been married 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. Mark Anthony, the father of her kids, they were married about 10 years. And then the other 2, I mean, who knows? But I mean, if you've been married twice, okay, it might be the other person. 3 times, 4 times, you might be the problem. Just saying. And I don't think I would have known her at all if it wasn't for In Living Color, which I loved. And if you'll also remember, not only was J-Lo a fly girl, so was Rosie Perez, who seems like such a nicer person than J-Lo. I'm just saying, she seems rude. She just seems rude. And from everything I'm hearing, she's hella rude. Very rude. Like, she'll go behind, like Ben tips really good. She'll come up behind and take the tips back and give him like a $5 bill or something. Like, she's trifling. Trifling. And she doesn't want people to look at her, and she doesn't want people to talk to her. Like, one of the flight attendants was asking if she needed something, and she looked at her assistant and said, well, tell her blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bitch, you're right here in front of me. Talk to me. I don't know who you think you are, you know. But anyway, and she's gotten to where she only hires male flight attendants, because evidently Mark Anthony might have had a little affair going on with one of the flight attendants they had. She recently flew coach just for a PR stunt, to make it seem like she's more relatable to people. You're going to do a lot more than fly coach. I mean, even people that she went to high school with are calling her out, saying, yeah, you're not Jenny from the block. You went to private all-girls school, and you were with, you know, this person. You weren't all that. You weren't all that hard stuff. She's losing her appeal. And so oh my God, she put out her own documentary, I think with her own money, I guess. And there's a couple of sections we're going to look at.
Let her ears hear this right now.
Don't let her ears hear this. Don't let her ears hear that we're about to spend $200,000 for a cameo from a guru.
Oh, it's only her. He's asking you to be quiet, sweetie. Take the cue.
He's asking you to be quiet, sweetie. Take the cue. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal. Figure it out. Oh my God, can you imagine working for this
Maybe I
woman?
shouldn't be the quiet friend.
Oh, touche.
And this poor woman who's trying to defend the budget and not spend $200,000 is now getting shut down by J-Lo. It's horrifying. She's like, take it outside. Go somewhere else. I'm doing my makeup right now. God forbid I choose a list of celebrities. Taylor Swift said no.
Jason Momoa's not available.
Jason Momoa is not available.
Lizzo, not available.
It'd be good to get Bad Bunny to do a little cameo as the bad kid. Al was available, but I want you to call Derek. We need him for like 1 or 2 days.
So I don't know who Val is, but someone who took the part. Now she wants Derek Huff instead. And she only needs him for a couple days. Why can't we get Derek?
It's a wedding, Dave. He's in a wedding. I mean,
Whose wedding?
Like, whose wedding? Whose wedding is more important than cameoing in the greatest love story never told?
It's a wedding he's in. He can't. Unfortunately, it's where it's landing.
I want you to call him.
Okay.
I want you to call him anyway. Make it happen. I'm going to force this one. I want him here. Forget the wedding. Derek eventually does show up, so I guess they must have paid him a lot or I don't know what, but Derek does.
And let's be honest, her films, God, I don't know that I could even name one. I don't think I've ever seen one that I've liked. No, I mean, I don't think of her, I don't think of acting. Record sales, evidently those are hurting. She was so excited for this tour and this new album out. It's not going so well.
Record. It's not like anybody's clamoring for the next J-Lo record.
Facts! Facts!
You know what I mean?
Anybody who says, oh, but Andy, the music, even she admits it. Even she admits
And
it.
I know that there's some people around me who are like, this is stupid. Why is she doing this? She doesn't need to do this. And they're right. I don't need to do any of it. I don't.
She doesn't. She doesn't, but, you know, she wants to.
But I want to. I have
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. You should have heeded the
to tell
warning.
the story the way it needs to be told. It's just
She has to tell it the way she needs to
something
be told.
inside of me that just goes, this is all I know how to do.
This is all she knows how to do is tell the greatest love story, to exploit my partner and share his private moments with the world.
I just want people to believe that love exists. If I can use my story to do that, then as an artist, that's what I should do. Maybe I'm setting myself up to be fucking... I'm criticizing. I don't know.
Build that tear up. Am I
So the tour is getting canceled because no one is buying tickets. I mean, let's be honest, she's not a good dancer. I mean, she may be a good dancer, but she's not a good singer and she's not a good actor. Dancer, maybe, you know? And she has even gone so far to have the balls to compare herself to Prince. No, bitch. No. What? Prince is the shit. Always will be. Dead or alive. Best Super Bowl performance ever. No one else could come back and top him. Ever. Ever. Ever, in my opinion. And how dare you little skank, compare yourself to Prince.
Que recuerdo y el silencio. Que recuerdo y el silencio.
I want to make a movie. Prince did it with Purple Rain. He just wrote the story of his life, but made just a movie where he played his song.
I mean, that's the line in the sand. How dare you? How dare you even think you should breathe the same air that Prince... Anyway, let's hope that Ben comes to his senses and takes this out and just runs. Take this as is out and just run. Run as far as you can. And yeah, I hear he just bought a house in Brentwood. He was renting a place, but I think he's actually bought a place there. She's been like house hunting as well. So it looks like it's split spill for them. And honestly, like I said, I kind of feel bad for you, Ben. Kind of feel bad for you. Take this opportunity and run like the wind. Like the wind. And then in the news also, poor Brad Pitt. And I don't know, he might be a complete dick for all we know. I don't know. He seems like he I don't know, he seems like somebody I'd hang out with. He seems funny. And I hate, like, because you always hope the women, I want to get behind the women, but some of these women are crazy. J-Lo's crazy. Angelina, I think we've got plenty of proof that she's fucking crazy. But at least Angelina's a good actor as opposed to Jennifer Lopez. And they've got this kid, Shiloh. So Shiloh, I think they have 6 kids. Shiloh and then twins are born out of her, who the other 3 were adopted. So Shiloh's the first bio kid between her and Brad Pitt. And, oh man, and so she made an announcement a few weeks ago that she's dropping Pitt from her name. Shiloh is. Brad, don't let this wreck you, man. Teenagers are horrible people. They're horrible. They do things so much for spite. And, maybe Angelina's tweeted in her ear, maybe not. Just teenagers are terrible. They're just fucking horrible people. So she probably did that on her own for spite. My daughter, when she turned, I think, like 18 or even before, she dropped, because I had one of those hyphenated names too, because I wanted to give him equal billing. She dropped my part of the name and just goes by his. Oh yeah, they do that. Well, it's an easier name. You got a hard name. Anyway, hurts like daggers in the heart. So Brad, totally fucking understand where you're coming from. And this is a kid who, if I'm remembering right, thought that she was trans for a while, but really, like at 14, she was kind of dressing like a boy, and I can't tell if it was 12 or 14, she wanted to be called John, and even went by they, them pronouns. So, this is an example of maybe of where kids just go through phases. I don't think she ever, and sorry if I'm using a dead pronoun or dead name, I just don't know any better, but Shiloh's just, I don't think has gone through anything to transition. It's just teenagers are horrible. So, Brad, don't take it personally that she's dropped your name. Kids suck. And Angelina's crazy. You should have listened to your friends. Like with Ben, should listen to his friends and not marry a crazy bitch. And I'm not saying all women are crazy bitches. I'm a crazy bitch. But I'm the good kind of crazy bitch, you know what I'm saying? So, let that be a lesson to all. Stay away from crazy bitches. Well, I hope that you found this illuminating. If you haven't, click on subscribe anyway. Give me a thumbs up. Click the little bell to get notified. And it would mean the world to me. I'm trying to grow this and make this an interesting channel. But thank you for watching. And I can see you again.